Okay, welcome to a new video, and we are playing NL25 No Limit 3 tables, and we will see how we doing. Just normal tables, no zoom. And third one, okay. Because we want one window for the replayer, for the video, and maybe if we want to randomize something, that's also cool. It's the first session today, so we have no graph besides this one big blind now, and I will update this with folder because I was talking, but this shouldn't be a reason to fold. We could 3-bet here. Folding is also fine. I think I would like to 3-bet ace-5 more than ace-7. Calling is also not that great in the small blind, so just fold it here, and we got the time. Yeah, time was running out. So here I don't like calling this in a small blind, even though you could call it for 4. Well, I didn't saw this small stack behind me. Maybe a call could be okay-ish, cause the big blind might be weak, but yeah, here we make it like 11-6. I don't like calling here so much. 3-bet is better. Also, of course you don't want to 3-bet this always. Here we have a not 100 pp stack, so I call this hand, and it's a min open raise, so yeah, no reason to donk at all, even though you can consider it always, which is always good if you have a thought like this. Yeah, we just fold here. We don't really have much equity. Here we make it to just 4. Maybe he has a limping range, but generally speaking, on NL25, I don't think good players making this move that often. Weihnacht is pretty raggish. This call is pretty when we call here, I don't like the call here that often. Is pretty raggish. Here we can continuation bet. I like to continuation bet versus the fishier player, versus a raggish player. Regular, I would tend to throw a check in, but also you not always. Continuation bet is always fine on this texture, and you will make it 4 again. Here I would just c-bet. And I wanted to change the betting sizes. Here we make it kinda... I like to overbet this spot. It's very here we just fold. Yeah, it's I struggle a bit, I have to say, with 3 tables and talking, but I like to speak out the thought process, because often when you play you don't even think that much. I think it's great to just, yeah, speak out the thought process. Maybe you find something in your replay. Maybe when I watch this video, if I see strange explanations that I can weed out. Yeah. So here I call him. Here I call the small blind. I heard some people like just to 3-bet here if they play the small blind versus the under the gun, and he pretty much limp calling a lot pre-flop, I think. Yeah, I don't see a reason to bet here. We block the 10, the draws with all the 10s. Check calling is fine, and oh yeah, we time out. You see here I want to see him at showdown, so I try to check this down. Now he bets. I don't. It's a weird situation versus limp, because I don't play this so often. Okay, so you see he has ace jack and is limping, is capable of doing such things, so we adjust our open raising range on this. We might do something like ace 5 in the big blind and he's in the small blind, and we won't open raise it, even though ace 5, yeah, maybe ace 2s we don't open raise versus his limp. Ace 5 might be, I would still open raise it. But something like king 8 offsuit, we can simply call, check. And on this board, multi-way is on the button, is not the stack. Yeah, I would bet we have definitely the better range. Maybe we should just try to see a turn, but again, when he bets, I don't see much in it. I would rather stay the aggressor on the flop. And yeah, it's a weird beginning, I think. And he had 6s. Wait, so he had 6s. here he has a bit smaller stack, so try to keep it a bit smaller, the 3-bet. Here I don't know what's going on today, so yeah, I wait for the fishy, marking as fishy, but probably, I don't know, I would, here I fold. I don't like this call. The small blind is not a great position. We can mark him as fishy. Queen 6 to lose. If the table is full of fish, you might do stuff like that. 7-9 suit is, I think, also a loose hand, but I like those kind of hands. They, oh shit, they play on pots like this pretty good. You're making big bets, and I don't see a reason not to raise him. So we have pretty much overpairs in our range, and we will combine it with our straight draw. If I speak shit sometimes, yeah, then I speak shit, I don't know, you can point it out if you want, just be kind, and yeah, I don't do this so often, recording. I played once NL50 Zoom heads up and recorded pretty much everything I played. I played like, I made like 100 records. In average, I would say like 40 to 50 minutes, maybe even 1 hour. And I uploaded it all on one channel, and this channel got banned though, cause I don't even know for what reason. I don't even know, but it was kind of cool to do something like that. And here versus Limp, I don't see him calling betting here on the turn, so we kinda protect our tree in a sense. But if he is a very aggressive player, I would like to check this, of course. So I don't even know what was our big blind, right? Yeah. So here we do the 4. We just want not the big blind to squeeze, and so I don't limp. It's kind of weakish. Our range is pretty more open when we raise there, and this board is kinda, we definitely don't wanna get check raised here. So now everyone checks. Let's see. When the fish is inside the game, I don't want to bluff here that often, you know. We fold this here. Don't see a reason to call. Here on the bottom right, you can call this of, I think it's not that bad. And you see how he's capable of limping ace check. Here the 8-9, we open raise. Yeah, we can mark him as a fish. He's doing weird stuff. The 8-9 is in his range. It fits. This board fits better. And we multi-ways. I'm okay with betting, but it's kind of multi-way, so checking is definitely fine. And here I don't like to call at all. I might even raise on this king. Here on the, we just c-bet 2 overcards. I don't know what we was doing last time. I think his range is pretty much first. Oh shit, yeah, he raised here, insta raises. Well, he insta raises. I don't like this at all. We call once, see the, it's kinda, yeah, I don't see a reason to bet here. Probably, yeah, that's what, losing to a 5 often, what we did. And he's over betting. Take the pot is pretty fucked up. This was the ace check, dude. Yeah. Dude, I'm a bit confused. My mind is a bit foggy. No reason to bet. We try to check it down. And here we just fold. We see him limping. Ace-3 on the button. We open raised. Board is pretty much, I don't know what. Yeah, multi-way. I would step here with the flush draw, with the nut flush draw, but basically yeah, it's a pretty small size, so let's see a turn. Even though I think he might even bluff here on the button more often. I don't see a reason to bluff here. My game kinda sucks at the moment, I have to say. It feels like I don't know really in which spots I am or what exactly to do. That's how I feel right now. So even this here, yeah, it's definitely 3 tables with talking without practice. It's kinda, I lose what happened on the table. It would be nice if I would have Stars Helper, which I used before often, and I don't know what happened. I don't even, what the fuck. Yeah, I kinda have to practice this. So maybe we get better at this and don't struggle as much in few sessions of doing this. It's a strong hand to call versus UTG and on the queen. I think we don't block some diamond ace, so we could bet a bit bigger, but I think this sizing is okay, even without the ace diamond. It's a bit rubbish to, I think it's a bit rubbish to say that, but I like this size. It's okay, I think. Yeah, I think it's okay. We have definitely the best range here. From his standpoint, he's checking, so it's a fish in the game. Here we make it. I don't like to call this on the button, which they might be 3-betting us, so I raise this. And yeah, we just hope that he calls something like 7-7 maybe, and the fish, I don't know, he calls maybe a lot of shit, so it's fine. Here he plays the port dude, he plays a shitload of hands, I don't give him a lot of equity. Sorry, a lot of equity in this pot. After he calls, I don't see a reason to bet here at all. And yeah, we just check it down, and yeah. We still had 2 overcards and 2 draws, so I think the betting on the flop was okay, even though we don't represent that much. We pretty much represent our hand, what we have. Just yeah, maybe better. I don't think we represent bluffs in this situation at all. This we raise. I don't like to call this. He's playing much with timeout here. Fold. I would still fold. King 9 suited here. And we use hotkeys. I show you what kind of funny thing I have for using hotkeys. I use this one. I don't know what's it called. Razer Tartarus Pro. And maybe it might be even weakening my game, because you can click so fast buttons. So, but it makes it simpler to fold. This new software of stars. The thing is, you sometimes have to press a button twice because it is not registering your clicking. So the hotkeys, they are on point if you make decisions. So maybe we see this in this session. Once I will play now only with the mouse, so I can show this. I would like to know how much I already played. I don't know how long I record. Look at this open. He's playing so many hands. It's crazy. Yeah, I will just play how much I want. I was tending to play like 50 minutes recording, but we will see. I don't know how long this is recording already. Probably like 23 minutes or so. And the reason why I don't go at 3 big blinds open raise is just cause I have the predetermined buttons for the tournaments. even though I don't play tournaments at the moment. But yeah, he's 3-betting, he's playing pretty many hands, so I like to get in this hand with a might be weakish player, and here we just fold. On this board I don't see a reason to call. The continuation bet. He's doing weird stuff, so we just try to check this and throw some raising on the flop inside our range. So this board I think is cool to overbet with the ace of diamonds and the weakish straight draw. Now the ace comes. He plays kind of passive, to be honest, so I would wanna bet this. He's calling a lot of check X the turn, so I don't like to check behind this. And he knows we open raised his limp before, and he might give us not so often the ace in this situation, so he might even call like 10, like 10, 7, 10 queen, of course. We don't block a spade, so he will call his spade draws also. I think it's definitely okay to bet this turn. It's kinda a must even, I think. So here we just call with the fish behind. And not so excited about this flop. And he's making the overbet. Let's see what we saw on him. 4-bet range, check 7 suit. Called 3-bet out of position, okay. Yeah, we fold here. I don't think this is a good call at all. His chip is pretty tight. So pretty much a fold. Okay. Yeah, I like chips 5-8 there. I think it's pretty much unexpected to see some kind of this hand from him. And here he's calling in the small blind, but pretty much we c-bet here. We can c-bet bigger. Try how this plays out, but I don't know. It's that the fact that these are kind of weakish player. I don't like to barrel here. Against Rex I would 2-barrel this board pretty much like always. And yeah. ace 10, I tend to call the small blind. So this is an interesting hand. This board is in his favor, and he's betting 3. I like to put the check raise in there. I don't see a reason to bet here. So this ace is pretty much a good hand to bet on. Here we try to check it down, ace high. Here we bet. And here we time a bit and jam. He might have a straight that he calls. He even might have an ace. I don't think so. There is more in our range, so I don't think he has an ace there that often. But checking on this river, I wouldn't check here. He's not bluffing very often here when he calls the flop and turn. He won't bluff the river, that is what I'm saying. He won't bluff the river as often. Or he even might bluff the river more often. You don't really know. He's a weird player, so we could have tried to check, but just going for value is fine in this situation. He's not calling very much, of course. So when he would have the straight, he might raise the turn, but even that is not that often. So a jam is fine, I would say. He gives us very often the ace in this situation, so I don't think it's either. It's pretty much defined if he folds or calls on this board, I would say. Ooh, okay, we see some big pot. And he just called the king queen offsuit. Definitely good play. He check calling. Okay, I like this. Turn comes. He's straight with 2 flush draws. He min raising. Okay, and the stack to pot is pretty much shitted. Here checking would be also fine. Definitely fine. Here we don't make it that big. We have a small stack in the pot. Like 10 would be like 10 to 11 is, I think, a good sizing with this small stick inside. Oh, and he's calling. He's pretty much calling. We don't block the ace club, so I like to bet. You might want to throw some checks inside here, but he's kind of weakish, so I would like always bet aces here. I don't like to bet like big on the flop and the turn. We can easily get it in on the river with this bet. Yeah. The blue Power Ranger. I don't know if you guys saw 2 months, 2 million with Cranes and Cranes had one website, one poker learning website called deucescracked.com, and he used to do a series with Wilton Tilt on Heads Up, and I think Wilton Tilt used to have a blue Power Ranger as avatar too. Yeah. So I liked to put the blue Power Ranger inside here. So pretty fancy, remembering me of Will Tilt and the old times of learning from Deuces Cracked, even though Deuces Cracked wasn't really active at this time where I started the subscription. It was like 3-4 years ago or so. But I enjoyed it watching Wilton Tilt. The Heads Up series with Cranes and how they play it live. I loved to see that. It was pretty fun to see the process against different players. So he's playing pretty much. So this is a pretty good spot to 3-bet here. He will call lighter, cause if he has stats on him, he will call this quite more often with some kinda connected throwy hands, I would say. Oh, one thing. Do you guys use this Insta Fold? Make a check on fold. Do you guys use this, or at what's like? I feel sometimes like weak. If you're weak, you do this, but I don't know. If the hand is shit, I don't really would consider. Maybe on the small blind you would not do this too often, because and in tournaments it's also sometimes you might be folding too much in some spots this way, but I think it's okay. So here the 4-4 is kinda loose, I would say. And here we have the weird 60 VPIP player. So we call the 4-4. Here we just fold. No reason. Definitely. I think it's a bad call, just to say that. Because you will get often overcards and can't do much with 4-4 here. Here in the small blind he calls. I like to bring some checks here against the small blind calling range. And here I like to put some bets inside. We block the ace of diamonds. And if he is not calling, betting here the turn, I don't see him often having a check. And here we go for the bluff. King check, we raise. So the sizing of the bluff. Let's see. Yeah, I think the sizing is okay. Pretty solid. Overbet I don't like in this situation. So he is doing some weird stuff. I don't see the button to stop the record. I don't know. Ah, there it was. We had 50 minutes. I don't know if I'm able to reach this stop button, because it's behind the task. What's it called in English? Task, where you have your symbols like Pokerstars symbols, poker tracker, and this stuff. Let's see. So pretty much a bit harsh start into the session, bit overwhelming, but now it's kind of fine. So here I like to call this 3-betting. Might be even also okay, but fold also okay. Yeah, we call. Here we just check it. Here we fold. And we have a bad kicker. So, but we don't protect any peak. 7-10 we block, something like that. Let's try to bluff catch him. Would have fold the 5-5. So we check here. Call the river. Okay, he would have the better kicker on the flop. And turn. So he's pretty tight. We open raise a lot here. 10-10 we call. I don't like to 3-bet here at all with 10-10 against under the gun. I don't know if this is a thing, like to 3-bet here 10-10. I definitely don't like it, and betting on this board, betting on this turn. Something like small, I would say, or so not that small maybe, so we don't get check raised. But I think 4 is nice. Oh shit, the donk here. I don't like calling here so often. He pretty much saying he has a straight. I think this is a fun hand to call. He might donk with 2 pair, just not to wanna call all stuff. Not all sizings, not all big sizings, but he had 7-7. I think it's okay play from him. So here we just hope he has an ace, or and this is not a great hand, I would say. It fits more in our range. I still think he would call the ace often enough. Maybe he has like Jack 10. Okay. I don't see any reason to call here, to be honest. So yeah. Let's finish this. No 4-bet here. Under call, I definitely not call. No 4-bet here. But you might even 4-bet here, like 7%, 10% of the like the frequency to 4-bet. We see bet here kinda big. Here we go to 4-bet. Versus the small blind. So he might just jam queen queen here. Okay, he's 3-betting. Let's see this hand. Here, calling is fine. I don't even like calling or that much here often. Like, let's call here to 40%. We get the numbers too high, so we fold ace queen. He's pretty tight in the 3-bet. So yeah, if I say 40%, I mean 1 to 4. If the number 1 to 40 comes, I will do the play, and if the number is out of this range, I won't. So this is how I use the randomizer. Okay. I get often one thing I wanna say before I stop this. I often get like very sleepy while playing. It's maybe because I push myself, like I feel like I push myself playing very often, very hard, and sometimes it gets unbearable to play poker. I mean, I try like since 2015 to earn my income from poker, and it still did not quite work out. So, but I push myself in the school time, and yeah, that's another story. I might tell something about this on this channel, but I don't feel like talking about this at the moment. So I hope you liked the small session and video, and maybe you see me playing next time. Bye.